I mean, we talk about issue after issue in our conversation here: gun safety, immigration, nothing talking about reproductive freedom. He's against it. I mean, let's be blunt. He's against women making their own decisions. He wants to make the decision for them, and he thinks that's the right approach. Where else? I mean, has he also failed in terms of protecting Social Security or Medicare, fundamental programs like that?
Well, somebody who brags about how he wants to cut Social Security and Medicare. I mean, that's almost one of the. He's it's so fundamental to him. He almost, I think, doesn't even talk about it as much. But he's somebody who also doesn't put in the work, and this is one of the things that, as a member of Congress, who believes that this is a public service, that we should be public servants, and that we should be doing our best to serve everyone, whether they support us or not. I just can't accept that he's podcasting 3 times a week, oftentimes demagoguing half of the state that he represents, saying crazy things about Democrats, picking on trans kids, finding whatever he can to pit Texans and Americans against each other. He'll do whatever he can to get on Fox News, but he can't spare a second to try and keep rural hospitals open in Texas, or to address the fact that we have the highest uninsured rate in the country. As you've said, he won't do anything to reduce gun violence. He doesn't support a woman's right to choose, and the list goes on and on and on. But he's also one of the most divisive figures in American politics. If you think over the last 10 years, how did we end up where we are now, where we are maybe more divided than we've ever been politically? Then it didn't happen on its own. There were architects of it, and Ted Cruz is one of the main ones. I've had a very different approach. I have a very bipartisan approach in Congress. I've been endorsed by groups that you would never see endorsing a Democrat at the same time, both organized labor and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The approach that I've taken is one that's based on my experience growing up in Texas, and knowing that you do have to find common ground sometimes. You have values. I'm a civil rights lawyer. I'll always stand up for our values, but getting something done and finding a way to do it in a way that leaves everyone feeling like they had some skin in the game is really important, and we need more of that.